heading out. Kind of a crappy road, but it looks like now we're getting back on a divided highway with some higher speeds. So we're gonna turn and burn. We're about 1 hour and 15 minutes away from...
1.5 miles. Take the exit onto US 24 East towards Palmyra.
What she said.
That's what she said.
We're about a mile away from this first spot. Hopefully it's empty and we can camp here tonight.
This is crazy.
We'll jump out real quick, get some camo on, grab the bow, and haul off in it, and just slink around real quiet and slow, and just look for some sign, look for something worth sitting up on. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. Okay, I found it, I found it, I found it, I found it. Well, Debbie was wrong. She said it was on the left. It was on the right, as it would turn out. All this on the swim out? Be empty, be empty. Come on. Wow, this is pretty. It's not empty.
Now quit parking in the crippled spot. What you got ain't a disability.
This is not my key. When I got there was a truck sitting in the parking lot that I wanted to be at. So I looked at the map, and there was another parking lot around the other side, but this piece is small. It's only like 60 acres. So I drove over to the other parking lot and stepped off in on that side of the lake, and it was just a growed up woolly mess. It was thick. I looked on the map. Indian Hills Conservation Area is huge. It's like 4,000 acres, and it's only a 30-minute drive from here. So it's 3 o'clock now, got 2.5 hours until dark. I'm gonna get over there, I think, and then drive around. Basically find a empty parking lot that I can set up camp in and not bug anyone and not have anyone bugging me. There are several parking lots there, so there's a chance. We'll see.
So you smart, huh?
No.
Let me recap yesterday. Public was packed. There were cars everywhere. Finally just put it in the ditch, went in, jumped up a buck, but there was a guy in a tree that whistled at me, and a guy rode by me on an e-bike, and I just can't hunt like that. Plus, storms popped up, and it thunderstormed really bad last night. So I just came back home, reconfigured the way the truck's loaded, and now the storms have ended, the rain stopped, the deer are up moving. I've seen a bunch on the way down here, but I'm in the big woods now, back at Mark Twain on Federal, and this is one of the best spots I know of, and nobody was here. I guess I'll just stick to Mark Twain. Anyway, let's go in here and see what we can find. This is typically a good spot for buck action, lots of scrapes and rubs, but there's a couple stands back in here, so we'll see what we got. So my plan is, I want to find fresh buck sign, like a scrape, set up on it, and then start doing a little bit of rattling and calling. See if we can't get one fired up. Okay, I found a couple of things right here that I like. Let me show you what I'm looking for. That's a scrape that needs freshened. Licking branch. Rubs. And then right over here, right there is remnants of an old wooden deer stand. Back in the day, they didn't build those wooden stands in a place that wasn't awesome. Year after year after year. Now we got another scrape. There's another rub right there. This is where we're gonna set it. So the bad thing about all this rain we got is it'll be very difficult to hear them coming in. So I'm gonna have to rely on seeing them. I wanna show you guys something. something that got sent to me. It's called a rack and stick. There's another rub right there. This is where we're gonna set. So the bad thing about all this rain we got is it'll be very difficult to hear them coming in. So I'm gonna have to rely on seeing them. I want to show you guys something that got sent to me. It's called a rack and stick. it is worth carrying into the woods. I forgot I had it with me, and I was sitting here and I seen it hanging, so I grabbed it and I put it on my bridge, and what it does is it spreads your bridge apart and it takes the pressure off of your hips. Not only that, it makes a heck of an armrest, and would even help make a gun rest. Like this. It's adjustable. So watch out. Not when I stand up, watch what happens. It's like having an air ride for your butt. It also has attachments that you can put on both ends, and it will spread open the body cavity of a deer when you're gutting it, so you can get in there and work better. I'm excited to try it for that. But check out rack and stick, guys, if you saddle hunt. I was sitting here and I was kind of uncomfortable. When I put it on, it immediately took the pressure off of my hips, and I got comfort instantly.
These nuts. Got him!
Guys, I'm just going crazy. Just going crazy. Crazy up here in a tree. That's how I get my stuff out of the tree. It's starting to rain harder. I'm gonna have to hurry. Okay, so day 3 of first week vacation, archery season. Switching it up today. Came down here to there's nobody here. Super freaking foggy.
I'm scared to close my eyes.
Already seen a doe pulling in. Killed a really nice 8-point buck here a couple years ago in like the first week of season. Oh, that's a nice buck, dude. Oh, that's a good one. Yep. So I'm gonna go right back to that spot. I call it the buck nest. I sit underneath this tree, and I've seen a lot of deer there. So this piece is no doe permits allowed. It's open to archery and firearms. We're gonna get in here, and it's like 7:30. We're gonna sit as long as we feel like sitting and see what shakes. I love these foggy mornings. Freaking wicked. I wore the wrong boots for this wet field. Crap. Okay, here we go.
felt something on the hill start blowing, and I checked my wind, and my wind changed. So I got up and I moved to the other side of this little draw. A little better hid here by this tree. Got better cover in front of me, and my wind is better now. See, now it's blowing back this way. That's just dang near perfect for the spot. Sun come up, the fog lifted. I rattled. After those 2 bucks came in, I rattled 3 or 4 more times. Nothing showed. That first buck that came in the fog, he came from back here. The buck I killed a few years ago came from back here. I've never been back here, so I wanted to come back here to see what was back here. And I've set up on this ridge, and there's just a bunch of points coming together right here. There's a creek in the bottom. I'm gonna sit back here and rattle a little bit and see if I can't pull something off of one of these ridges.
Well, I didn't see anything else. It's getting warm. The sun's up pretty high now. It's about noon.
Day 4, foggy again. I came back to the public right here by my house. A picture of a giant daylighting in here. I came in here with this little ground blind setup. I bought a couple of driveway markers from Lowe's, painted them black. Got some camo netting from Walmart and zip tied it to it. Made me a little lightweight blind thing just to help kind of conceal me a little bit. I think I'm gonna rattle a few times and see if we can't get that old boy fired up. I got a feeling he's right over here. I got the wind hitting me in the face and blowing back this way, so the wind's good. I'm sitting right in front of the water hole. So worst case, maybe something just cruises by to get a drink. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing. I changed up the plan. I had to poop.
Dude, now that's fresh.
And since I'm so close to the house, I went back to the house to poop. And now I got back out here. All I brought is my bow, 2 GoPros attached to my bow, and my rattling horns. And I was gonna slip through here real quiet and slow. Everything's wet, like a little camo ninja. I need to put these horns up. Right there.
I just saw more deer a half a mile from my house than I've seen all week, everywhere else I've been. Jumped one on my walk in, had the mama and 2 babies walk by, jumped a pretty good buck up out of a bed, I think out of a bed, and then sat down close to that, and then had that little spike come through on me. They're moving. I checked the mail while I was up there, so I'm gonna put this in the shop and then go to the back of the property here and give that a shot. I'm having fun. It's Friday, last day of vacation. Back here at the house, I've seen the most deer here that I have all week, everywhere I've went. So, back into this thick spot, sitting on the ground. A little windy today, and the wind's kind of swirly, so this may not last very long. If you're hunting over a swirling wind and you can't find a place where it's directional, just go home. You will never ever beat a deer's nose. I don't care what kind of scent you got. I don't care what kind of scent control or cover scent or whatever you got. You will not beat a deer's nose.
You serious, Clark?
Let's get after it.
Just had a deer come through. Stop right there, scratch, and then go the other way. I grunted at it. Not sure what it was. The wind's blowing that way. It's trying to get downwind. Now the wind's switching.
That was short-lived. Swirling winds win today. They're just every 2 minutes it was hitting me in a different place. So you can't hunt that, not from the ground anyway. So came back down to the house. I'm going to pay some bills, run a few errands in town, and I'm going to start editing videos. So today is about editing. If the wind gets actually directional, we'll go out tonight. If not, we'll be back in the morning. If you know how to beat a swirling wind, let me know. I want to take a minute and thank some people who help us get up and down the road. Dude Wipes, Twisted Iron Hunting, Tree Sticks, Tide Wee, Dawson's Hot Wheels, Bone Reaper Outdoors, Rack and Stick, Brunt Workwear,